The road to the Stanley Cup Final in the East will run just outside this studio, from 7th Avenue to 8th Avenue, from 31st to 33rd Streets. What a Game 7 in Raleigh, North Carolina. Welcome inside our Delta MSG studios, John Giannone, Henrik Lundqvist, and Steve Valiquette. The Rangers scored 9 goals in the first 5 games. They scored 11 goals while facing elimination, and they move on to the Final Four in the NHL with a resounding 6-2 win. It's stunning to me, Hank, not that they won, but how.
Yeah, but going into this game, we talked about special teams, and it really set the tone for this game. It's been hard for the Rangers to create the big chances down in Carolina, but when you start the first period like that, it gives the team so much confidence and really put Carolina in a big hole. And on top of that, Carolina's power play, well, it looked like Carolina's power play. It didn't look good at all.
You can say that now that the series is over.
He was saying it the whole time. What are we looking at?
I really believe that it deflated their team a little bit. They had a couple big chances to get back in this game, but the penalty kill for the Rangers, I mean, they came up huge this game. And also watching this game, this is kind of what brought them here.
Yeah.
We talked about it going into this game. The special teams, the goaltending, and the top guys, again, in a big game, steps up and scores some really big goals. So overall, a great performance by the entire team.
This team has church bells that clank. They have guts, and the reason why they do is because they believe in their goaltender. They were sharp off the start, and do you know who wasn't? Carolina. I mean, they looked like they were playing with pool noodles in the first 10 minutes of the first period, and that's why it goes down the way it does. You get ahead, and now you're able to play your game. And trust me, the Rangers asserted every bit of their game in the first 15 to 20 minutes of this game, and that's why you're skating away with a win.
We spend so much time here at 7:30 talking about the importance of scoring first. How in NHL history in Game 7s, 75% of the teams that score first go on to win. Yeah. The Rangers scored 2 goals in 3 games in this building, and in 8 minutes, they scored 2 goals. Could you sense when you were watching, even from a distance off television, the difference?
Well, you couldn't know how it was going to be played the first 10 minutes, but what I can say, I had a really good feeling going into this game because of the important parts of having success is the special teams and goaltending. And when you go into a building for a Game 7, you rely a lot on that.
Yeah.
You really do, and it gives you so much confidence. It felt like Carolina, every game had to work so hard to score goals. The Rangers felt like they of course, they worked hard, but they have more edge. Yeah. They have more players that can be a difference and break the pattern in a game where it's tight.
Do you know where we saw it on the forecheck? You know, like that's what starts this entire sequence because Strome goes in hard on the forecheck, and now Raanta can't play the puck the way that he wants to, and he gets forced to give it away. And then, of course, Aho's got to cover up in front, and he gets a hook on Copp. And now the Rangers are going early in the game to the power play, which absolutely sets them up to settle down, settle in, and then be able to own the puck. Now, they score off the rush. And they also scored off the rush on the power play in game number 6. These are bonus goals because you're really just trying to set up your power play and get your systems in line and get set up in your set offense. Well, they surprise everybody by scoring off the rush. Vetrano in the neutral zone was really heads up to force this quickly. And Copp then, he gets to hit Lafreniere as he gets a little bit of space for both of them on the entry. And then Lafreniere, watch him sense that there's 3 back with Copp pushing down the center lane, and now he can make a very confident behind the back pass. But Copp again gets that net front presence. Hank, we talked all about how necessary that was going to be to score. And because of that pressure in front of the net, that really starts with a great forecheck. You know, you connect those chain of events and you have a very successful sequence of hockey.
And watching that, that's the biggest difference to me between the 2 power plays, how the Rangers attacked the net on their power play. There, it was a kind of an odd man rush, but they still attacked the net. Same on Mika's goal, or Kreider's goal, excuse me, where they open up for a big shot and a tip in front, but they still attack the net. While watching Carolina, they just move the puck around. They're looking for a wrist or for a deflection, but you never really felt like they were attacking the net. That was a big difference for me watching that.
That goal came with 2 seconds left in the Rangers power play, 3:40 into the game. Rangers had a 1-0 lead. 4:20 later, they would double their pleasure again with the man advantage. Remember, this is a Carolina team that was #1 in the regular season in PK, that had allowed 2 power play goals in the entire first 7 games at home, and in 4:20, they end up getting 2 power play goals.
So this is a credit to being able to make in-game adjustments, in-series adjustments. They were forcing everything, Carolina, as far as how they were checking. And look, talk about forcing the issue. This Trouba hit here on Seth Jarvis. Now, he's a 20-year-old kid. I hope he's going to be okay. But it's a clean hit because the thing about the way that Trouba hits is he's stick on puck and then he finishes the play. But in this instance, it sets up where there's too many Carolina players on the ice. Somebody comes on, and now the Rangers are on the power play. As they set the power play up, watch where everybody is pressing hard in the shooting lane on Zibanejad. But this is something, guys, these are best friends. I am certain they set this up because the only way that you can have a play against a shooting lane blocking player over and over again is to shoot around them. Moments after the puck gets dropped, after Kreider scores, this is the save of the game. Shesterkin comes across on Teravainen, and it just gets the top of his pad. And guys, at 2-0, that was an enormous game-shifting moment, and again, a belief moment for the bench.
And I'm sure that second goal, Carolina is now down in a Game 7 at home, and you try to do too much. I really think they felt stressed, so they make a huge mistake on that PK and leave in front of the net way too open for Kreider. And that's what happens. We talked about how important it is to get that first goal, to settle down and not try to do too much. It looked like on that PK, they were trying to do too much.
Kreider would score again in the third period to make it 4-0 Rangers on what was another remarkable night while facing elimination for number 20. He has played in 26 such games in his career. He has 15 goals in elimination games. The only player in NHL history with more, number 11, Mark Messier. Kreider has more than any current player in the NHL, and it's been that kind of postseason for Chris Kreider and for the New York Rangers. And now, meanwhile, when you look at another important goal on this night, Steve, and you look at a guy who has been so snake-bitten, the opposite of Chris Kreider at putting the puck in the net, and that's Ryan Strome. And in a wild sequence of events that lasted about 35 or 40 seconds, he finally gets one.
It was wild. It was really wild. And just to add to it, too, this is right after Raanta leaves the game. Kochetkov is now in the net, and you've got a number 3 goalie between the pipes. And this is his first opportunity to make a save, and Strome's got a wide open net. Now, this is where you got to give Strome a lot of credit. Everybody gets back on the back check. It wasn't stop playing. It was keep playing. Everybody gets back into position. You've got 5 guys in the pitcher, and it's 30 seconds of work before you're coming down the ice now on a 2-on-1. You know, you don't see swings like this every day, and we're all yelling, shoot it, and he does, and it goes a little bit. Like, this was one of the most amazing sequences that we've seen in the series, and it involved the same player twice going down the rush. But it's a great shot. Kochetkov gets his blocker out of the way. You'll see it come up first off the release. He comes up, and then he's late to come down. You know what that's like. You're coming off the bench, you're cold, but give Strome a ton of credit for being able to change the channel
I'm
mentally.
I'm thinking about Lloyd Christmas from Dumb Dumber. You totally redeem yourself. That's what I'm thinking about.
That is an all-time reference.
An all-time reference.
And you're talking about wild. We were going wild in the green room.
Nuts.
Back and forth. But to your point, it was a very important part of the game right there. 2-0 game, and Stromer gets back. His third guy back, even though he was the guy taking the first shot. But it just showed the commitment to coming back in your own end and doing that work first before you go back on offense. But it was a fun stretch in the game.
Totally, and I just want to add one thing. You've seen it a million times with hockey players. They make a gaffe, a miss, a mistake, and they stop playing. They lift up, they're looking at the ceiling. He just kept playing. He never turned off. It was really important that he didn't become a spectator in that instance. He just kept working and he got himself back.